Like the people that I didn't even know that were like in front of me, behind me and whatever, they're like, oh my gosh, do you know Harry's looking at you right now? He's talking to you. Why should people like support you if you're just not even gonna be nice to other people? That's what I think. I had broken up with his girlfriend like right then. People are like, you're living a fan fiction. I was like, I know, I already know it. What's up guys? Check out my cool Ed Nettie shirt. If you guys don't know, my name is Bailey if you're new here, and also if you guys only follow me on YouTube, don't see me in person or on other social media, my hair is blonde and short right now. I'm gonna dye it, but you know, it's pretty short, which is exciting. Today's video, I thought it would be really fun to just mention all of the different bands that I've met and kind of tell you my experience with meeting them, because I've never done like a video like that before, and kind of rate them from like the least nice to the nicest. And I don't think any of these bands are bad people, or the people I'm going to talk about, the band members. I think they were all probably generally, you know, good people. I think that, you know, they were going through stuff at the time when they were not as nice to me, and you know, I don't expect people to be nice to me anyways, obviously, like, you know, if they don't want to be nice to me, it doesn't matter, but I actually do know what these people were going through, or some of it, because I found out afterwards, the tea, so I'm going to share that with you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first band I'm going to talk about is As It Is. I actually met As It Is at Warped Tour, which you guys may or may not have seen that video. I will put it on the I button for you guys if you want to check that out. You can watch it on there, or you can save it for the end and watch it after this video. That's cool too. But basically, I met As It Is, and I met As It Is, I actually waited for like an hour or something in line, which was like, you know, really hot. Obviously, it was Warped Tour in the middle of the summer. And I was really excited to meet them. I love their music. I was just, you know, super excited. They were kind of, nobody smiled at me in that band. They were kind of just like, yeah, okay. Like, they were listening to me, I guess, but they seemed like they were like, you know, dealing with something else. So I didn't blame them even then. I didn't think that anything of that. I thought, you know, they were still pretty nice to even talk to me at all. But I found out later that actually Patty from that band, had broken up with his girlfriend like right then, like very recently to whenever Warped Tour was. And he'd also been going through this like beef with Sebastian, I think, in Palaye, Palaye Royale, which I will mention in this video as well. I think that they were having beef at the time. I forget what it was even about, but there was definitely some stuff going on there. So I don't blame them for any of that. They were like dealing with a lot of stuff at that time. Secondly, I'm going to mention Palaye because I only met Remington a second time, which is the time I'm going to talk about now. And I met him at Warped Tour right after that, and I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? And he was like, yeah, sure. Took a picture, was just like quick, and that was it. And the thing with that is that Remington, like, I didn't know this, but they actually had no idea where they were supposed to go, Palaye, for their like thing that they had. It was a TEI thing, I think. Like, I'm gonna mention Austin's later in this video. But yeah, they didn't know where that was. I actually did know where that was because I had just been to Austin Knight's TEI thing. But yeah, if I had known that was what was going on, I would have helped them and like told them where to go, but it was really confusing the way it was laid out. And then on top of that, again, somebody in Palaye was having beef with somebody in As It Is, so there was that going on too. But again, he was just kind of like, you know what, I'll take a picture with you still. The next band that I'm going to mention is With Confidence. I only met Josh from With Confidence, and you know, he was really nice and whatever, so that was good. He was asking, I think this was after I saw their show, so he was like asking me about it. I think I told him this. I think I told him that it was really cool because they have a song called Better Weather, and it was actually raining at Warped Tour when they started that song, but then it like became sunny during that song, which was really cool. I think I told him that. I don't know if I did or not, but if I didn't, then you guys get that cool story. But yeah, I did meet him. He was super nice, very happy and smiley and everything, which was awesome. So I got a picture with him. He was super nice. The next band that I'm gonna mention is The Rex, and they were, again, not mean, but they like weren't like super over the top nice. They were just kind of like, you know, normal, like nice people. They were nice, but I only met like 3 of them. I think there's 5 members, so I met 3 of the 5. So again, like I can't speak for the whole band, but they were pretty nice. They met me and they were nice. We talked about like the shows and everything. I told them they did a great job and which songs I liked so much and whatever. Like we just had a good conversation, so that was good. And I do really think the Rex make amazing music. I like their stuff, and they were a nice band to meet. So that was good. And I did meet them at the All Time Low concert that I have a concert diary of on this channel, and I might just put it on the I button for you guys if you want to see that on the I button. So the next band that I'm going to mention is Memphis Mayfire, and I went to their concert and I actually only ended up meeting Maddie. He was the only one that was like meeting people, I think, after that show. He was very, very nice to me. Oh my gosh, he was so nice. Like I loved their music. I was so excited. I told them that I wasn't expecting them to play Miles Away because Miles Away is like kind of a slower song, and I had not seen it on their set list or anything, so it's like that was like a complete surprise. Great song. And he said, yeah, I played it just for you. I was like, thanks. He was just like super, super nice. I was like, let's take a picture. Like, what if we just did like a back-to-back thing? He went for it. He was like all there, smiled at me, was like super nice, and I think we hugged as well. Yeah, he was just like a really, really nice guy. So I definitely think, you know, Maddie was an awesome guy to meet. Again, like I didn't meet all of Memphis Mayfire, I just met him, but he was extremely nice, and like wanted to make sure, like he was like, yeah, make sure you guys get home safe, like I hope you guys had a good time and whatever. Like he was super nice, so definitely a great guy to meet. The next band is Public. I also have a concert, kind of a concert diary on this channel. I don't think it's even, is it on this channel? I think it's on this channel, yeah, it is. But it is a concert diary slash like vlog of my trip to the Cincinnati Zoo, which is kind of weird. I used to like just make my videos like way worse than I do now, so that might not make sense, but that's what it was, I think. But yeah, I enjoyed seeing Public a lot, and this was the second time I met them, so both times I met them they were super nice, but the second time is the reason that they're like so close to the top of this list. They were like extremely, extremely nice to me, and the first time I met them, I actually waited for one member, Matt, because he was my favorite member of the band actually. I was so excited to meet him, and this was when they were opening for Dea, and I was so excited after the concert to meet them, and when I did, Matt wasn't even there, so I was like, what the heck, where's Matt? They were like, oh, he's helping the other band like load up their stuff, which of course he was, like, because they're really nice guys, all of them are. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll just, I'll take a picture last and we'll like sign the album first. So they were signing the album and everything, and I was like just like watching the door hoping he was gonna show up, and then he did, and I was so happy, and I was like, it's Matt! And everyone in the line behind me was like cheering. It was so funny. Then I came up to them to take a picture, and they all just took a picture with me. Super nice, awesome, really great, just normal, nice guys. So it was just a fun experience. The second time that I met them, I went to their concert in Cincinnati, and it was so much fun, and I got to like see all of them and talk to them, and I like really talked to them. This was like a smaller show, so there was enough people where I could just like go up and talk to them for a bit. So I think I only had to wait like for a couple people on one of them, and the other members I just like went up and talked to them. And again, like it was just super fun. I got to have a full conversation with all three of them, and they were just really nice guys, so that was awesome. And then the next band I'm going to mention is Palaye again, but this is the time when I met both Emerson and Remington, not Sebastian. I don't know where he was that time, but this day, were having some stuff going on with the band that they were opening for. I don't know if I should mention that band because like I don't want like people to hate on them or anything, but they were being like extremely mean to like Palaye. Like I think they were like causing a bunch of problems with them and stuff, which was just like really rude, because like I honestly think what was happening is that this band was really mad because they were the main band and Palaye was just opening for them, but everyone was coming to see Palaye and then they would leave because they didn't want to see the main band. They wanted to see Palaye, which honestly is what I did because they were kind of not even like good people. So yeah, I don't blame people for leaving, because as from what I've heard, that band was like not nice. So there you go. If you're not nice, why should people like support you if you're just not even gonna be nice to other people? Palaye was going through a bunch of stuff with that band, and they were still extremely nice to me. Like, I met them and I went up to them and I was talking to them, and I was like talking to Remington, I think, about how I love their Tim Burton shirts, and I actually bought one right after that. and I was talking about how much I love their show, and Remington said, oh my gosh, I love your glitter, because I put glitter on my face. I used to do that a lot. I should start doing that again. I used to just put like glitter across my cheeks like that, and I had red glitter that day, and he said, oh my gosh, I love your glitter, and I said, thank you, I love yours, because he had glitter as well on his face. And I met both of them. Emerson and Remington were both so nice. I talked to them both, and then I asked if we could take a picture where we're like holding hands, and we did, and it was just so cute. They were so nice. They smiled at me the whole time. They were so nice and happy and like really friendly, so I loved meeting them. They were one of the best people I've ever met, like band-wise, so I definitely liked meeting them. And then the next group I'm gonna put on the list is One Direction. So a lot of you guys might have been excited about One Direction. There's only one band after this, so you guys will see what band was number one. So what happened is, the way they were lined up against the wall, Harry was like the first one that I would come up to, and whenever it was my turn to go meet them, I was like, you know, in a line of people, and so Harry like outstretched his arms to me like this. So cute. Oh my gosh, that was just like one of the cutest things ever. He like outstretched his arms like that, and I ran up and I hugged him, and then I hugged every other member in the line, and I was like talking to them a little bit. They were super nice, and I took a picture with them. My pose was very awkward. I wanted to do this pose that was like, look, I'm with One Direction, and I was like this, but it looks just like really awkward and weird, so I don't know why I did that. I was just like, you know, weird. After that, I actually went to their concert and everything, and I was in the second row, I think, and Harry like kept noticing me and talking to me, like, well, not talking because like he was on stage, but like he was like motioning at me and stuff the whole time. And like the people around me were mentioning it to me, like the people that I didn't even know that were like in front of me, behind me, and whatever. They're like, oh my gosh, do you know Harry's looking at you right now? He's talking to you. And he kept like talking to me and waving at me, and like at one point I was watching, I think, Liam or Zayn, and he was like waving at me and trying to get my attention, and then everyone else was like, hey look, Harry's trying to get your attention. And I looked at him, and then he was like this, like making a pouty face because I was like not paying attention to him, which was like awesome. Like the whole thing was awesome. People are like, you're living a fan fiction. I was like, I know, I already know it. Last band I'm gonna mention is the best band I've ever met, which is Waterparks. I love Waterparks. I met them twice technically, but it was in the same day. I actually saw them at All Time Low's concert, but I didn't meet them at Warped Tour, and I met them twice. So I met them at their like meet and greet, but it was very rushed, and I talked to all three of them. They did not like how rushed it was, but they were like dealing with it anyways. They didn't plan for it to go that fast. It was just how it worked out with the schedule of the people who were making the meet and greet, and also with them and everything. So I was like talking to them at quick speeds. I actually was using Austin's hair dye at the time. First I think Jeff was first, or was it Otto? I don't remember if Otto or Jeff was first. I said, hi Otto. I said, Jeff, congrats on your baby, because he just had a baby at that time. And then I said, Austin, I have Night Bright purple hair dye. He was like, oh my gosh, same, something like that. I don't think he said that, but he might have. He basically said, yeah, me too, or whatever, and like we matched. And he didn't hear what I said. I actually had to repeat it, which was stressful because we had like 10 seconds. I'm not even kidding. It might have been 5 seconds. That was like, go, go, go. We have to go. And that was how the people who were running it did it. And I was wearing this Lisa Frank SpongeBob shirt, and Austin said, I love your shirt, and I said thank you, and we took the picture. And then I actually saw Austin and Jeff again, because Austin had a TEI talk thing, which was like this fun just hang out with Austin thing. And after he finished his little hang out with Austin thing, I met him and Jeff again, because Jeff showed up, and I talked to them, and I was like, oh my gosh, that thing was so rushed before, I didn't even get to talk to you really. He was like, I know. And we took a better picture, because the picture that we had before was like super blurry. The person who did the picture like did a super bad job. None of us were even posed yet. We were just kind of like getting into our pose. Like it was super bad. The person who took that picture did a very bad job, and he took a selfie with me, and then I took one with Jeff as well. And they were just like so nice, both Austin, Jeff, and Otto. I didn't get to see him a second time, but the time that I did see him, Otto was super nice as well. Technically, I saw John also. If you guys know Waterparks, John is like their camera guy, like takes pictures of them, and I think he does music videos with them, and so I don't know if he does that, but I know he takes pictures of them, and he's also their friend. And I saw John when he was at their show. He was like in front of me, because I was at the very front where there was like the barrier, and I said, "Hi, John!" And he was surprised that he waved at me when everyone else was watching the band, and then everyone started going, "Hi, John!" after that, which was pretty funny. So I met him as well. And that's all the bands that I met. I'm really happy now thinking about, like, because it started out with like the whatever kind of bands that I met, and then it got to the ones that made me so happy. So, oh my gosh. Why am I so happy? Anyways, that's all for today's video, guys. Make sure you subscribe for more bands, music, emo, whatever content I do. Sometimes nostalgia content. We got some Ed and Eddie going on, you know. Make sure you subscribed. Also, you can subscribe to my side channel. I'm gonna try to use that some more. I took a break for some reason. I just like didn't feel like making videos, but I'm back at it, okay? I'm back at it. I always say that, but I really am, okay? So make sure you subscribe to both my channels, and I'll, and follow me on social media. I use my social media more than I use my YouTube, so if you want to follow me on like Instagram, TikTok, Instagram's kind of blowing up right now. My Instagram's doing like crazy good right now if you guys want to go follow me on there. People like my reels and stuff. And my Twitch. I'm also a Twitch streamer now, so I like do gaming streams and things like that on Twitch. I will have all of my social media linked in the description like I always do, so you can go follow me on there. And that is the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!